Hello, it's Nan for our Reborn Dolls here, and I'm doing a box packing today. I am packing up the last of my full body silicones. So I set a goal for myself last summer to learn how to paint silicone. I actually found that I didn't really enjoy painting silicone as much as I enjoy painting vinyl. Just it's very challenging to paint silicone, and really it's hard to get that depth of skin tone that you're used to seeing in a vinyl Reborn, and they're just so incredibly fragile, like every part of the process. So I'm actually excited that this little one's leaving the nursery. So let's see what we've got here. Got some baby powder and a brush for maintenance. Silicone is high maintenance. It is not for children. Oh, and one more thing. One of the reasons I'm doing this box packing is I really want to do a PSA here. There is no such thing as vinyl silicone. If you see something advertised that a baby is a vinyl silicone baby, run, because it is a scam. Also, if you ever see a well-done silicone doll for a very cheap price, also run. All right, so this is a disappearing milk bottle. I had these as a kid and I love them. And I found this really small one, which is going to fit really well for this little one. This is a mini full body silicone. And then I've got these little socks, but I think I'm going to actually put the little socks on her. And then she is so tiny that I couldn't find a pacifier small enough. So this is actually a doll pacifier. And even that, it kind of swamps her, to be quite honest. That's the other thing about, making tiny dolls. People think that it's a lot less expensive, and it is less expensive, but it's not a lot less expensive. Because to make these tiny dolls, their clothes are so expensive. You have to actually get them custom made. So a lot of people have asked me that before. It's like, whoa, oh no. Why are like tiny silicones and even tiny vinyl Reborns almost as much as the newborn size ones? And that's why, because it doesn't take that much less time to paint a smaller version, and the sculpts are just about as expensive. I mean, the other day I was looking for a mini for a customer, and it was $100 for like a 12-inch doll. It's like, my goodness. All right, spin this around, do the bonbon. All right, that is bothering me though. There's a hole in it. So guess what? Run, bee. We're gonna wrap this up again. Luckily, I've got some more. Hopefully, it won't break in that same spot. Let's try this again. Take two. Okay, that's better. Double bag it. All right, we'll put that off to this side. Let's lay down this blanket. I don't think it's a blanket, but it's a nice thing to wrap her up in. Oh, and before I do that, let's show you. So this is her COA. She's the Paisley Sculpt. So she's 2 pounds 6 ounces, 12-inch full body silicone. So she's the last full body silicone to go. I've wrapped her up, kept her in a plastic bag to keep dust away from her. I'm going to put these little socks on her feet. And she is really nice silicone. I have to say, this was one of my favorites. Absolutely one of my favorites of the silicones that I made, because the silicone was just so nice. It's just so incredibly soft, and this outfit is so adorable. So let's just take her out and peek her. I actually haven't looked at her in a few months, but here she is. Her matting is a little bit rough. You can see there's some places where it looks a little bit shiny, but I like how she's weighted, how she feels in your arms. And I think I did an okay job on her. She's got some rough spots, but you know, for a new artist, I think pretty good. Like I said, I learned through this process that I do not like silicones. I don't like painting them. I don't really like how they feel. I don't like how fragile they are. They're not my thing. But you know, they are some people's thing. They are, let's say, they are a thing. And the biggest thing for me is just they're just so expensive. You know, they're just so expensive, and they're just out of reach. And the nice thing, one of the things I like about the vinyl Reborns is that I feel like I can do a nice quality job and make the sculpt within reach of a collector, especially a new collector. And I've talked about this a lot on my channel. When I first started collecting dolls, and I came from a doll collecting background, I was shocked at how expensive they were. And it continues to shock me about how much Reborn dolls are going for. They just seem to be going up and up and up and up and up in price. And I don't want people to feel like they have to spend thousands of dollars to get a nice quality doll. And so I can do that with the vinyl sculpts. You know, I can find inexpensive sculpts, find them on sale, and give people a quality product for a reasonable price. I can't do that with full body silicones. They are not cheap. The other day I thought about making a cuddle baby. You know, just a cuddle head was $300. I was just like, yeah. But if you can afford it, you know, more power to you. I think that's awesome. And I think she's a beautiful little cuddler. Like I said, of all of the ones, she was actually my favorite. Okay. So I'm just very nervous about her traveling, so I'm going to wrap her also in a plastic bag. I'm also worried about that white blanket. I don't want it to get stained or anything. So I'm going to wrap her up really well. I'm going to tie her up again. One more on the outside. And just like I said, I'm just very, very nervous about her traveling. There's one. There's the other. Okay. Oh, and also I have some micro preemie diapers. Again, they are not cheap. Those micro preemie diapers. All right. So we've got our box here. Let's see. Just gonna scoot some stuff over here so you guys can see. I'm going to put some bubble wrap in the bottom. And I think wrap some bubble wrap. These just smaller pieces of bubble wrap that I thought might work. Just sort of wrap them around her. And I'm going to special stuff right there. And her that stuff. So this will go on top. Let me grab some bags of hair here. best that they are very tightly packed. And this goes for any Reborn doll. Sometimes I actually get people saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you fit her in that box." And that's actually a good thing, because we don't want wiggling and jiggling and moving around. Okay, whoops, sorry. Just showed you an address there. All right, I think we are good to go. And I hope you've enjoyed this box packing. TTFN, ta-ta for now.